Hello friends, today I am back with a new topic which is alcoholic liver disease. As the name suggests, it occurs due to excess consumption of alcohol. Now the severity of alcoholic liver disease, it correlates with the amount and the duration of alcohol drinking. Other risk factors are gender. Females are more prone to the side effects of alcohol. Genetics and obesity. Obese people are also more prone to the alcoholic side effects. Now, alcoholic liver disease includes fatty liver followed by alcoholic hepatitis and in the end cirrhosis, which is the end stage liver disease. Fatty liver, as the name suggests, it means accumulation of lipids in the liver followed by alcoholic hepatitis, that is inflammation of liver, and last is cirrhosis, when the functional tissue of liver is replaced by scar tissue. Now comes to its pathophysiology. We all know liver is the major site for metabolizing. So whenever we drink alcohol, it goes into the stomach from where it is passed to the liver for its processing. There are two major enzyme systems. First is the alcohol dehydrogenase. Second is cytochrome P452E1. Now let's talk about alcohol dehydrogenase. This enzyme converts alcohol to acetaldehyde. Now this reaction requires conversion of NADP plus to NADH. As the ratio of NADH to NADP plus increases, it results in increased fatty acid synthesis and decreased fatty acid oxidation, both of which results in deposition of excess of fat. Now on pathology, we can see lipid accumulation as droplets in liver. This change is referred to as steatosis, so also known as fatty liver or steatosis. Next, another enzyme is cytochrome P452E1. This enzyme results in generation of reactive oxygen species. Now these species, they can damage the proteins and even DNA of various cells. Also there is formation of acetaldehyde adducts. When these substances are formed, they are considered as invaders by our immune system, which leads to more and more neutrophil infiltration. So on pathology we can see neutrophil infiltration and inflammation around liver. There are also formation of Mallory bodies, which are the damaged intermediate filaments, and last is scarring seen around the central vein, which is also known as perivenular fibrosis. These all means damage to the hepatocytes. Now we will come to the signs and symptoms. Initially in the first stage, which is fatty liver, patient may have no complaint at all. There may be hepatomegaly. Hepatomegaly refers to enlarged liver. There can be tenderness on examination. When we examine the patient, when we touch the hypochondrium of the patient, he may feel pain on examination. There can be fever. There can be anemia, jaundice. Also, we can see features of hepatic encephalopathy. What is hepatic encephalopathy? We all know that the function of liver is to remove the toxins from the blood. But in this case, there is declining in the function of liver. So, the toxins can escape from general circulation into the brain and it can lead to confusion, disorientation and coma, which is referred to as hepatic encephalopathy. But this feature is seen in the last stage, cirrhosis. Lab findings suggest features of jaundice, that is increased bilirubin. Also, the liver enzymes are raised, increased alanine transferase, aspartate transferase, GGT and ALP. But in the classical feature of alcoholic liver disease is AST is more than ALT. This is the classical feature seen in alcoholic liver disease. How to treat? Most important is abstinence of alcohol, that is patient has to stop drinking. First mode of the treatment is abstinence of alcohol. Corticosteroids can be given to reduce inflammation, and if it progresses to cirrhosis, then we have only one option, that is liver transplantation. So in the end, to summarize, alcoholic liver disease is a spectrum of disorders consisting of fatty liver, alcoholic hepatitis and cirrhosis, and the major treatment is to stop alcohol. Thank you so much.